Hello everybody, welcome back to Dominions 5. We're continuing our look at my very late game war in the BumbleRumble game when I was playing as Tianchi against Vanarus. It's turn 127. So far in our war, we have effectively gained control of this peninsula and are just slowly taking all the forts. And we are trying to get this throne, which is the first step. Vanarus, at the beginning of the war, had all of his troops up here fighting Pythium. Now he's brought back these armies, and they're kind of ready to participate. Of course, his heartland is here, so it's very easy for him to reinforce here and to provide a lot of resistance to my efforts. So let's go through the turn. Oh, there's something that just occurred to me that I wanted to share with you guys, and now I've just forgotten it. Maybe it'll come back to me. Okay, Infernal Disease. Got a Sage. Oh, he has Father. He has Father Ill Earth, which we meet now. So we can't kill that with a Disease Demon, but we can kill these guys. Okay, we get Buer back from the Demon Lord summoning machine that is the other Demon Lord. So we lost him a couple turns ago to an unfortunate accident. Not an accident, actually, just a bad decision. Like, I went and attacked a province that had, I thought I was going to fight PD, and I ended up fighting a big army and lost a tart too. Kill more sages. Mind hunt. I'm mind hunting like his vampires, but they keep resisting. It happens. And as we predicted, we offered it up to him, he cast another Flames from the Sky on my stack that is sieging down his throne province. Which I understand. He's got, he's trying to defend his throne, right? But that means he did not cast it here, and so we were able to take this fort, which I think we'll see soon. Oh, more. Yeah. Oh, we actually killed a Vanabog here with an Ashen Angel. Good for us. Oh, this is interesting. So here we have 3 Vanabogs versus this Tartarian who's doing unequaled obesity. Very nice. He's been doing pretty well for himself. Now these Vanabogs, how are they geared? They've got Coral Blade, Flesh Eater, but he's buffed for air. Then this guy has Lightning Spear, air, and then a Holy Scourge, and also buff for air. So they have identified that this guy has no shock resistance. And so they're going to try to kill him by shocking him. Now, I don't know if this battle will have the same result as the first one. This guy he has pretty high attack score, so I'm curious. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, in this version, he just kind of murders them. Obviously, he must have gotten stunned from something the first time around. Because he totally beat them. Whatever happened in the original battle happened very differently, and we lose this tart, which is unfortunate, because we don't have a lot of tarts left, really. Okay, we're continuing to get assassinated by Star Children here. Eventually we'll get around to patrolling these guys. Here, we conquer... Okay, he had an epic PD dump, which somehow we... Oh, no, because we have a tart, of course. I was like, how did like 30 wolves beat 80 barbarians? Well, we had a tart, so that's how. Oh, this is interesting. So his Helophagus does beat... Okay, and there's a vampire here. Okay, let's take a look at these in order. So this vampire... I just want to keep an eye out on this to show you guys how he's raiding. So he's kitted out some of these vampires. Vampires make excellent raiders. And so he's kitted this guy out. Because even when they die, they just come back. They're immortal. That's why I'm trying to mind hunt them, because that kills them for good. So that's the kit. So you can see it. Okay, now here we have a... Oh, this was, the Fort near Agartha. And he's got these two dudes. Let's see how they're kitted out. Crowblade, Vine Shield, Gore, Sumerian Vig, Regeneration. And then over here, he's got another Heliophagus with Fires, Armor of the Dawn, okay. And more, so a lot of shock weapons. And yeah, we only had the one tart. I guess it's not too surprising that we lose this. Now, this battle probably won't. This is probably not how it actually happened. Let's see how it happened. Because the problem with these tarts, I actually like this chassis. A ton of hit points, so you can put like regen, anti-magic, and like some hat on them. The problem is you can't really get... You have to fluff them for elemental resistances. And so they can be pretty vulnerable to... yeah, he's getting stunned, I think. Yep, he's stunned. So these are well-kitted killers of tarts, although these guys are very expensive too. Alright, we captured this fort. I mean, there was nothing inside, so not surprising. And that's it for the battles. So, right. So, what I wanted to talk about was Flames from the Sky. And so he cast it on this province. Totally okay decision. But each turn, I'm continuing to send in more communion slaves, more siege chaff. So he's just sending... I mean, yeah, he's killing my stuff, but he doesn't have the gem income to do it multiple times a turn. So if he's choosing to Flames from the Sky this, he can't Flames from the Sky that, and he can't Flames from the Sky this. So we're making progress, even though it costs us like a ton of mages and dudes every turn. But notice that I'm not sending like a full army of expensive mages here. He's gonna... Whatever I send here, he's gonna cast Flames from the Sky on it. So I'm just gonna send the minimum to keep it looking threatening enough so that he wants to keep spending his fire gems here, so I can do other stuff elsewhere. What I wanted to say was that at the beginning of this war, like I think after the opening salvo, the guy who'd been playing Vanarus just quit. I mean, this is an unfair characterization, but I think I caused some pretty severe demoralization with my opening salvos, especially on that army here, Flames from the Sky, and yeah, late game kind of sucks for human nations. And so I had, I've been keeping... I have a stockpile of fire gems so that I can do like 5 Flames from the Sky in the same turn if I need to on an opposing army. It's devastating, and it's a very powerful weapon, and you should use it. And I'm protected from it because I've got air domes in all of my forts here. And offensively, you gotta deploy strategically. Of course, we got a sub, and I mean, I don't, the player who was there before played like the entire games, which lasted like a year. So no, I mean, kudos to you. I'm not at all begrudging him that, but it was, I guess, the straw that broke the camel's back for him. Okay, how are we doing on time? Oh, perfect. Okay, let's keep going. So that was turn 127. What are we doing? We are continuing. We are continuing to work our way around this peninsula. We are working on this fort over here with some fresh chaff that arrived this way. Although we were rebuffed on our attacks here, we still control these 2 provinces. He might come at us here with a big army, and then we'll just, I guess, have to counterattack. Now, I'm patrolling here and moving a ton of dudes, so we're actually kind of... Yeah, but again, I'm not moving the whole army. I know it's going to get Flames from the Sky, so I'm just moving the minimum amount. Like, this will beat his army inside, but... it would get Flames from the Sky first, but the point is, like, it's got to be threatening enough each turn. I'm patrolling because I'm thinking maybe, so he's got his father Ilorth here. I'm seeing like mages here, units here. It is possible he tries to retake this, thinking that I'll move on to the throne. So we're patrolling outside with a pretty large army. We're putting up an air dome. And sort of strategically, I'm kind of redeploying to this area, this fort, for like... My main goal, of course, is this throne over here. But I am going to need this throne eventually. And I mean, this is where... he's using this land to stop me from coming here, and this is a limited front. Like, having all these extra troops here is not going to like contribute more to my progress here. This war is going to be won by, it's unfortunately going to be slow, and I'm on a timer because Atlantis, meanwhile, is like wrecking Shinyama's shit down here. So, I have a limited time to do this, but unfortunately, it is going to take a long time because, I can't just move this army all the way here. He'll just murder Winter and Flames from the Sky all the way. You got to kind of take all. You got to do this way. You got to take all the forts with minimal armies, force him to cast rituals where he doesn't want to, and so on and so forth. So let's load up turn 128. Okay. Report from Zox, Flames from the Sky. Report from Zox, Flames from the Sky. 2 more Flames from the Sky on the Throne Province. Excuse me as I take a sip of coffee. And cough loudly into the microphone. Okay, they resist Mind Hunt. Not surprising. Kill the Sage, kill the Sage, kill the Sage, kill the Hydromancer. By the way, this spell costs like 4 death gems, and this spell costs like 4 blood slaves. If a mage costs like it, people, I think like typically a gem I like to think of as roughly worth 20 gold. It's a ballpark figure. People don't often trade gold for gems, but that's a number that I had seen floating around. And I guess it's not too unreasonable. But spending 4 death gems to just kill a mage, that seems worth it to me. Like, even if it's like, I guess a super cheap, like 40 gold commander or a scout, then it's not worth it. But like an actual mage who's, obviously he's not researching, but these mages are like casting air elementals and thunder strikes and lightning bolts. Totally worth it. Totally worth it to keep spamming this out. Okay, we're binding an Archdevil. We're binding Heliophagus. I guess because I killed one, or maybe I wasn't sure if there was still one left. So we're keeping the big blood rituals up. He tried to do something. Somebody tried to do something here, but we got an air dome, so we do not care. Killed another Sage. Mind Hunt, resisted. Okay, Vanabog. This is a remote summon blood spell and another remote summon blood spell. Let's take a look at this Vanabog. This must be one of the dudes that killed the Tard last turn. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyways, nicely geared little thug here. Pretty good gear, actually. Very high defense. Very effective at killing PD. What was his MR? Yeah, and you need serious penetration gear to even have a chance at killing it with Mind Hunt. Okay. And here he's deploying these assassins. These are a sort of a Rus and that line of nations, national summon. They're interesting. They're assassins. They've got this plague scythe. They're kind of cold power, storm immunity. So the unit has a lot of special attributes, but like one hit kind of kills it. And which is why he's so I don't. Oh, he's got a retinue of 3 Vine Men. I see. I was like, why does he have magic command? Like, anyways. So that's a cool unit. And he's got 2 of them. Is this one geared the same way? Yeah. Oh, I was like, why does he got temporary, why is he putting temporary gem items? No, it's because this gives the unit something to do, which is Frozen Heart, which is actually a very good spell for assassinating human commanders. I see. Okay, so he's assassinating some dudes. Somehow we have 3 Geomancers attacking this. That doesn't make sense. They got what they deserve for being so stupid. This, another raiding vampire. But you see this raiding vampire, he's got a lot of nice gear and resistances, but he's only got 19 magic resistance. So that's very vulnerable to Mind Hunt. Vampire Lord kills something else. Let's take a look at this guy. I'll show the map later so you'll see how and where he's raiding me. Yeah, this is a nice kit. Very high MR, very effective in combat. Very hard to get rid of these raiders. And then more raiding down here. Here we've got another excellent kit, although low MR. And yeah, these do have pretty low MR together. Then the Heliophagus is raiding here. This guy, we've seen this guy before. Vampire Lord down here. So as you can see, fine, and this one has high MR. Okay, a Bane, sure, I won't look at it, but that happened. Another Bane. 3 Vampire Lords. Where is this? Over here. Yeah, this is just going to be Skelly Spam with a Thug. Another Heliophagus. This one has, okay, some gear, less impressive, but still a good set of gear. Okay, we've taken a Providence and Unexpected Events. Okay, so you can tell that now Vanarus has finally kind of gotten his shit together in that, you know, I started this war. When I started this war, all of his units, all these raiders, they were all deployed up here because he was in a war with Pythium. Obviously, I took advantage of that. Now this turn, you can see he's counter-raiding significantly. Now, we have to stamp this out before it gets out of control. Also, we have the advantage that so far he has not shown that he is able to like actually beat one of my armies. So that is always a good sign. But we're going to lose a lot of ground to this stuff, so we need to clear this up. So a lot of what's about to happen is done in ritual casts, so I'm not going to like search for all of them. Let me just look at the army movements in general. You know, this turn looks like this save file looks like it's not quite completed. I assume I stormed this. Well, take a look here, and we're just going to load up the next turn so you see what actually happens. Yeah, because there is shit going on everywhere. Let's load up the next turn. This is 128. Let's load up 129. So we can see how we deal with all of that. Wait, is this actually 129? No, this is 128 again. I did click on 129 though. I'm not crazy, right? I might not have that turn, guys. Or maybe this one is 129. Yeah, okay, so I mislabeled the folders. Oh well, that happens. Okay, Earth Elemental kills a general. That's too bad. Mind Hunt works successfully. So one thing I did is I identified several provinces that had vampires or thugs with low MR, relatively low MR, and I targeted those with Mind Hunt. So that worked here. We cast Flames from the Sky here. Oh, okay, so I'm just like targeting. He had a big army in this province. I'm just going to hit with Flames from the Sky, I guess. Good for me. Something tried to come here, but we stopped it with a dome. We cast Leprosy and another Flames from the Sky. Okay, so we've been targeting. We targeted this province with a bunch of our rituals. Unfortunately, he had a fire dome here, and that destroyed the lab in this province, which really just messes, like, all these guys, now they have to blood hunt. They can't really do all the useful stuff they're doing before. So that was really unfortunate. That's what happened there. Okay, Mind Hunt. Got a second guess. We got two. Finally, our Mind Hunts are working. We got 2 Mind Hunts this turn. This didn't do shit. Ghost Riders, Cloud Trapeze, another Mind Hunt. We didn't find anything. Oh, because we killed. I targeted all of them on the same province, and there were only 2 enemy commanders, and we got them. Infernal Disease on a Sage, of course. It works. Teleports. Seeking Arrow. Another Flames from the Sky. Yeah, so we're just kind of wrecking that army. Find an Archdevil. We got another Archdevil. Okay, so we had a bunch of Magic Phase attacks trying to target some of the raiders that are happening. Now, here's one place where that happens. So this is a death. This is about 10 death gems it costs to do this, but you need high death paths. So he was raiding this with like a Bane. I don't know if he had yeah, he's got some nice gear on here. But we caused some kind of HP route, and I guess we actually just killed this dude. Sweet. Next, we tried to do, I guess, a Windmaster. He must have Cloud Trapezed in with an Air Elemental, but it didn't work. But this guy did his job. We summoned him, I guess, last turn. Oh, one of the Archdevils has Astral, so he magic phases in. And I guess I kitted him with stuff. And so he just takes this province. Good for him. Maybe this wasn't even magic phase. No, that is the magic phase. Okay. We do the same death summon spell here. But he's raided us, and he has dumped a ton of gold into PD here. So, wolves fail because wolves are bad. Okay. Blood slaves. Then he's assassinating dudes, but he's only assassinating like little generals. So this is annoying, but sorry for the mic bump. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay. Battle in Zox. So he pokes out. I'm not sure what this was about, but he's been doing Flames from the Sky. However, by now, we'll take a look at what's actually sitting on top of this fort in a minute. But Flames from the Sky is becoming less and less effective. Okay. Apparently, we are... Oh, he was raiding, and he just had a scout on top of my fort. We broke out with a ton of wolves. These are the Vanabog trio killing my PD. We just cleared our fort. Devils, clearing some PD. Just clearing PD. We captured a fort here. This is on the peninsula. Okay, that's it. So let's take a look at the map first. So somehow he's got, this is just like a random demon summoned imp stuff. So we'll clear this out eventually. It's kind of annoying, but we've basically secured the peninsula. There are some annoying raiders here, though, that we have to deal with, including all these vampires and these Vanabogs. And let's take a look at over here. So here's the thing. When you're getting raided, as much as possible, you have to retake the provinces that they took. Now, if you can kill them with Magic Phase, that's great. And I was successful. I got like 3, I think, of these raiders in Magic Phase. But you also just kind of have to set traps, right? So if you see here, here. Well, okay, so here we're just retaking this because I know I killed the commanders. Same thing here. Here, you gotta have like this size armies everywhere, so that when they come and raid this with their Vanabogs, they don't just find PD and 15 wolves. They are as actually an army with some mage support. Now, in the mid game and in the early game, that's hard to do. You don't have a lot of disposable armies going around. But at this stage in the game, I certainly do. So that's what I'm trying to do here. You see all these movements, just redeploying troops. Now, I have the advantage as Tianchi that I have like free PD, so I got a lot of province defense everywhere. All I really need is a little bit of mage support in all of these provinces with a lot of PD. And so that's what a lot of these arrows are, just me redeploying mage support. Now, he's decided very bravely, I think, perhaps foolishly, to move an army down here. We're going to try to kill it with a tart. Meanwhile, okay, yes, this is what I want to talk about. So he keeps doing flames from the sky onto this army. Flames from the sky just tickles Tartarians, so they don't really care. And these guys are like, I'll just keep sending them. Like, it's a good trade for me, for you to spend your fire gems against my, like, whatever, 80 gold, 60 gold for each of these guys. And you can kill, I mean, these guys actually don't even die to flames from the sky, which is hilarious. The wolves do. I don't care. So we're just continuously reinforcing this province. And he has taken this with, he's kind of raided this back, but this was his land to begin with. So we're just going to, now that this army has done its job on this peninsula, we're actually going to have a serious military threat pushing up in these provinces in the next few turns, which we'll get to in the next video. So I'll see you guys then. Take care.